There now follows a party political broadcast on behalf of the Labour Party.
Amicus has been very influential in the workplace. As a lead representative, I mean, they have given me the guidance and the training for negotiating on several issues out of hours and the pay that we're currently on at the moment.
I would suggest that trade unions have made certain parental rights by raising them with the government that's in power at this time. There are vast improvements through EC legislation that unions within Europe have tried to get from governments for some considerable time, and we are now at this stage starting to see some of those improvements.
Amicus have been very good at pushing forward the rights of women in the workplace, particularly when women come back from work after maternity leave and helping them to get part-time employment. Job security is really important to people. Despite the fact we have nearly full employment, there's a big risk now with people's pensions. Many company firms have gone bust, and Amicus can play a really big role in helping people protect their pension schemes.
I do know when I first joined the health service, I mean, like it was the end of the Tory reign. And so there wasn't any money there. The management structure wasn't very good. The buildings were old and antiquated. The machines that we were working on at the time were very out of date. The scientific technology wasn't in place.
Well, most certainly in representation we were certainly curtailed in what we could do and what we could say. Representing our members, discussions between trade unions and the government were extremely limited. It seemed to be a battle every time you wanted to defend an individual.
The work has started, it's in place at the moment, so if the Labour Party did get that third term, I feel they can finish off the job they started or continue to do the good job that they have done. The investment's there, everything is going in the right direction.
If an Amicus union member came to me and said, "I'm not going to vote," I would say to them that would be an absolute disaster. Not to vote means you're letting the Tories back in. You may not agree with everything the Labour government has done, but at least Amicus have been at the table negotiating with them. I can tell you now, you wouldn't get that with the Tories.
I think it's immensely important to vote. You're making a decision on your future for whatever term that the next government is in for. Will have a major impact on everyone's lives. So the vote is immensely important.
I feel if the Tories got into power, it could be the breakdown of the health services we know. It's potentially going to be completely and totally private, where it's going to be two-tier. Only the rich can afford to get some sort of treatment, and those on a lower budget, who probably don't have the best of health, will suffer even more.
I can remember only too well what it was like the last time the Tories were in power. Interest rates of 15%, negative equity, 3 million unemployed, trade union rights decimated. I don't want to go back to that.
For more information about James Alexander and the Labour Party, please visit www.time-for-change.org.uk.